are kind of going to be, in a way, I guess, journaling. It would be better if you guys quote it in your journal. But, so we're going to do to choose a part of the story that you think was most essential to Alaska's character. And then rewrite that section by creating a new scene on what you wished happened or thought should have happened. Or you guys could edit a scene by instead of writing it in Pudge's, instead of it being in Pudge's perspective, you guys could write it on Alaska's perspective. And if you guys want, you could choose the same story that you thought would be in the movie. Just anything you want. So we have an example.
So I chose to edit a scene, and I chose from page 73 when Takumi is telling Pudge about when Alaska ratted out Myra. So I'm telling it from Alaska's point of view, so kind of like if it was a movie, it'd be like a flashback back to that part. And I chose this scene because it's kind of like the first time we see the guilt that Alaska has and like this conflicting emotion she has about when she's scared whether she should act or not. So that's why I chose this scene.
Any clarifying questions? Yes?
So we do it individually or with our
Oh, you're with your groups. Yes. Okay. You guys don't have to write out the whole thing, just like you guys could even bullet point it, just so you guys have it like memorized, I guess, if you guys want to volunteer or like we call on you to volunteer.
Is it okay if I record you? I know it's unusual, but it's okay.
I mean, I wouldn't ever do that in a movie. I feel like that would be really important.
Like pick a scene and like write it from her perspective.
No, I don't think it would.
Like him the edit. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Thanksgiving break together, or maybe the one where they first meet. I don't remember it super well, other than they were like on a swing.
Thanksgiving one might be good. Yeah. We talked about like her instead of his, like as he's telling it, he's like I'm starting to like her, just like they can spend a lot of time together. So maybe if we do that from her perspective, she would feel the same way. Just like all the things that they do. Yeah, they like slap around and
I think one interesting particular about it I mean, we know he stayed because he was liking her, but why exactly she, I mean, we kind of know she stayed because she didn't want to go home, but like,
why
I felt like there's also, yeah, I came in particular, right?
Because the Thanksgiving stuff happened over a span of like 10 chapters.
Yeah.
So it's not really seen.
Maybe we focus on like one, like the beginning, you said like her and his say and like what she could do. It's like really sweet.
You just see the scene where they go to the soccer field and
Yeah. Yeah.
why would you want to
No, that was She wants to. Yeah. But I feel like she's just saying that to stop herself. She's like putting up a wall so that she can like go over to more for herself to like.
I think she's like more honest with the judge, or she's probably changed that. She just speaks out.
Yeah.
Doesn't have anything more. I mean, it doesn't mean she's so yeah.
Right. Obviously,
So maybe if you were to rewrite the scene, it would have something to do with her like scheming why she's doing these things.
Like what's going on?
like why she wants to take
Like
him.
do like these romantic
Yeah.
then we'd actually know her well by
Well, maybe she feels like she finally got the opportunity since they're like alone.
I don't remember who the author was, but I mean she like anything about
I've read Slaughterhouse 5.
what kind of
It's like a book where it's like he's going back in his past like an hour and he's it's an interesting book, but like it's not really I haven't read that book, but
It's Cat's Cradle.
we know what because like I couldn't get it. It's kind of like all my life. Hear all these different books. This might mean something about it was.
Got about 3 minutes left.
Oh, they get really flood.
Yeah.
She knows that, so that's why she's trying to.
Okay, start wrapping it up. We're
Well, so I think we know that because the scene just show her
okay, you guys, let's come back together, please.
So we're gonna have every group share actually. So can we go the opposite way this time?
Yeah, we chose the scene where they go to the soccer field and they drink, and we wanted to edit that one to put it from her perspective because we just thought it would be interesting to like see what she's thinking being in a relationship with someone and asking someone else to do these romantic things, and then also just like the book she chose. None of us knew what that book was or like what kind of book it was, so why she chose that book and kind of what it meant to their relationship. And so we just thought altogether it'd be interesting to see why like that scene from her perspective.
We chose a scene where Miles tells Alaska that he loves her after she's asleep, after they kiss. We thought about like if we rewrote that to so that Miles told Alaska while she's awake that he loved her, like how that changed like their dynamic and the events that happened after, like when she still left and got to the car, just like what that would have changed.
We decided to edit like the farm scene and like add, because they like talk about going on with the like best day, worst day game to like a second best day and the second worst day. So we like imagine that if Alaska told her second worst day would be the day she ratted out her roommate so that she didn't get kicked out of
chose the scene where Alaska is telling, they're in the barn and she's telling them what happened to her mom and that whole scenario, and we edited it to be from Alaska's perspective after she's told the story, and we just bullet pointed like feelings that she might have, like kind of like a release of emotion, and then maybe she went through reliving those feelings, so she was re-feeling, fear and sadness and all of that. And then we thought maybe she'd be like afraid of what what all her friends would think after she just told them a big part of her life. And then since they were drinking, maybe it was kind of like a sobering moment for her. And then we talked about how she was maybe like looking around and perceiving what all her friends' reactions were to her story, and maybe immediate regret for telling them something so personal. And yeah, that's what we talked about.
We chose to edit the scene right before Alaska drives off and dies, because we think that would be really interesting to see like her thought process, and we kind of just experimented with that because nobody really knows, like there's no way to know exactly what she was thinking, but we kind of just came up with